Stampers, this is Karen Phillip. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm pleased to show you how to make this cute gift card holder that is actually a card as well. And I didn't want to make Christmas, but I wanted to make it a birthday card. And the gift card is actually on the front of the card and you just pull it out. And you could put cash or whatever. And it's always a great way, so many people give gift cards. So let's get started. I am using the Knit Together background stamp and I put it on my Stamparatus. And you can see that I have already done this a lot of times. But to do this, I'm taking my Balmy Blue, get my kit out, and putting it on. There are two different sizes of white. This one is 3 and a, what is it? 3.5 by 4 3/4, and this one is 3 3/4 by 5 5. And so we're using the smaller one. I'm just setting it in here. I know that I just want it to be straight, so I'm just setting it in there because this stamp is bigger than the paper, so, and you can't use the magnet because it will get covered up with ink if you put the magnet down. So you just kind of make sure you have it inked up. You can see if it's inked up well or not, and put it over. Now this is a little trick that I want to show you. A lot of people have arthritis or they sit there and try to push hard. I found that if you take this is just a chalkboard eraser or a dry erase eraser, and smoothly go across it, that I'm not pressing real hard, but I'm giving it an even covering of it, and there, it turned out pretty well. Now this part is going to be covered, so I'm not going to worry about it, but it left a little spot, but that's okay. I could turn it over and do it again, but I'm not going to. So that's that part of it. We'll attach these two. Alright, so I'm going to attach these to the front of the card. It's not a difficult card, and it's pushing the word technique. I tend to do that sometimes, but I wanted to show you the trick of the Stamparatus. And then this one will be put on the front of the card as well. And I like to leave a little bit bigger borders than, I like to leave at least 1/4 inch around the border. So my inside pieces are usually 3 3/4 by 5. Not always. Alright, so now for the technique part of the gift card holder itself, I'm using the bundle Celebrate with Tags, and this is one of those that, oh, I don't need it, and now I love it. So these are the stamps, and I'm using the mitten stamp and the Happy Birthday. It could be Merry Christmas as well. And the Let's Celebrate You for this one. There's also the balloons in the stamp set and the hearts, so it could be for future holidays or occasions. These are the dies. There's this one that I have right here, and this one is also included in the set. It's kind of moved around on me a little bit. I also made some thank you cards using this side of it, and these are just little thank you cards that can open up like this, so they make great tags. It also has the mitten die, some candles, a balloon, some labels, hearts, and this circle, which I want to show you, that I did for the sentiment. I punched it out for the sentiment, but then I also wanted a way to easily get the, oops, on this side. I wanted you to see how to get this little notch here, because it doesn't have that. This is normally has the same thing. And for this to make it so I could get into it, I wanted to put the circle. So the side that does not have the little tabs on the side, you'll put this over the top, like so. Run it through your machine after you've cut it out. And then you get this little notch. You could use a punch if that's all you have too, but the circle is in the set, so might as well use it. I'm going to put these away so I don't lose any of these little ones here. And this is how I do all of my dies. I put them on a magnet sheet, and when they have a lot of them, I put them on two sides. They usually, and then I take a picture of this when they're on the cardboard or whatever they use. I just don't want to lose dies. Okay. So to put the card holder itself together, you will score on the score lines, fold it in, put them both in, and you could use tear and tape or you could use glue. Glue gives you a little bit more time to move it around if you mess up. So I'm using the glue. Again, my other glue is not working right now. I don't know what the problem is. And so I'm just using just a little bit on each side of the folded in part, like so. And then I will push it down, and because it's glued, it will move with the paper. So I'm pushing it down, making sure it's straight on each side. Hold that for a moment. And then to decorate it, I'm using the gnome paper. And if you're not a fan of gnomes, which I'm really not, I love the back sides of the paper. So there's some snowflakes, more snowflakes, and this particular thing that looks on the back of the big gnomes, there's this sweater kind of knit, and that fits really nicely on there. And then some more snowflakes, a lot of snowflakes, and a tree, and a cute scene, some trees. So it's really nice, versatile paper. And so that's what I'm using the back side of it for. So we'll put this on there, like that. And then another little tip for your ribbon, my fingers are all sticky, for your ribbon, I'm using the red and green ribbon that's on the candy cane page. So instead of trying to feed this through, if you push it on the front and take your pickup tool and just give it a little push, I'm not pushing real hard, I don't want to put a hole in it, and then it just comes right through. And I'm holding one part because I don't want both of them to go through, because I'm going to tie the bow around it. So it's like this, and you can put a little glue dot on the front and back, like right here and on the back to hold it up. And then I'm taking some of the in color, it matches the balmy blue nicely, the in color twine. You get 5 in a package. And I'm using the Tempting no, it's a turquoise. It's a turquoise one. I can't remember the name of it. Tahitian? No, it's not. I don't remember. The turquoise. And then I'm tying a knot. Now when I tie, or I'm tying a bow, when I tie with baker's twine, I take this top part. Let's see if I can do this holding it up. So I take this, one of the little tails, push it down, and push it down again. So you're getting like a double thing. And what that does is helps it to stay in place. Like if I were to just do single, then you have to put your finger there to hold it down. But when you do double, it just keeps it in place. I have glue on my fingers and now it's like sticks weird. Okay. So now it just stays put like that. There we go. So now I'm going to tie a bow, and to tie the bow you want to go like this and like this. So to tie your bow, you will put make your loop, bring it from the back forward, pull it through the loops, and then it will be in the right direction. You have to putz with it a little bit. That's how you do that. And then for the rest of the card, you'll stamp your mitten, put your snowflake on, again from that set. I did Let's Celebrate You. Attach all of this. Use 3 rhinestones, the red. And then on the inside, I stamped another mitten. This one says Happy Birthday. And I just took a little piece of the scrap of this little piece here and put that right on there. So thanks for watching and have a great day.